We've learned that the FBI collected 11 sets of classified documents, including some documents that were marked as top secret during their search at Mar-a-Lago on Monday. The FBI property report that was also issued to Trump's lawyers and unsealed today also shows that FBI agents collected other documents while they were at Mar-a-Lago, including what's marked as information regarding the president of France, as well as a copy of clemency documents, a pardon for Trump ally Roger Stone, and other miscellaneous secret documents that are not detailed in the property receipt, other than to say that there were classified, top secret, and secure documents that were recovered. The documents that the FBI recovered were marked as top secret or classified. That level of classification is significant, in part because they are some of the highest classified documents in the federal government. These documents are supposed to be stored in secure facilities and within guidelines that are set by the federal government to ensure that they don't either get into the wrong hands or are misused in any way. The search warrant details federal agents were looking for either presidential records, potential presidential records that were maintained by former President Donald Trump after he left the White House, or documents that were marked as classified that should be stored elsewhere and should be in the possession of the National Archives and not at Mar-a-Lago. Former president has said that he declassified all of the documents that were recovered at Mar-a-Lago, and that the FBI should have just asked him, though we know that the Justice Department had served subpoenas, that federal agents and a Justice Department senior official had visited Mar-a-Lago in the past, and that had not happened. We also know, based on this search warrant, that federal agents were examining a number of potential violations of federal law, including a violation of the Federal Espionage Act, and whether or not the president potentially could have obstructed justice by concealing documents as part of a federal investigation. The decision to unseal this document laid with a federal judge in Florida, the magistrate judge, who ultimately had signed off on the search warrant itself. The Justice Department made somewhat of an extraordinary motion yesterday asking that judge to unseal the warrant, in part because of the immense public interest in this case and the growing pressure on Attorney General Merrick Garland. What happens from here is still unclear. The Justice Department's investigation obviously remains ongoing. The National Archives had referred the matter to the Justice Department after they had discovered that records that were collected at Mar-a-Lago earlier this year contained potentially classified information. So the Justice Department's probe is ongoing, though it's unclear whether the Justice Department took this action specifically in order to recover what they believed were classified records and get those back into the custody of the U.S. government, or whether this is part of a larger criminal probe.